There are flavors that transport us to Mexico, like tacos al pastor from traditional taquerias, tacos de pollo, or tacos de bistec, seasoned to perfection. The H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas are inspired by the flavors you love, perfectly seasoned with sabor and corazón, and ready to prepare at home. From our kitchen to yours, enjoy the authentic taste of our H-E-B Mi Tienda diced meats and fajitas. One more reason here, everything's better.
Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that as a spectator you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of the players, coaches, teachers, and administrator.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you as students, parents, and citizens to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
should not criticize the players on either team,
should not boo the officials,
should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans,
should cheer for your team,
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
The following presentation of McAllen ISD Football Night is brought to you by Dairy Queen, Bogus Ford, Performance Therapeutics, South Texas Health Systems Clinics, and by Lone Star National Bank.
Everybody know that you're a sweat with a rest, let's go. We won't fit in your box. We don't quit, we won't stop. Ride us all to the top. We won't fit in your, we won't fit in your, we won't fit in your box, no. We don't quit, we won't stop, no. Ride us all to the top.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. It's going to be a good one tonight as we've got the San Benito Greyhounds in town to take on the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. How do you do? I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna as the Greyhounds and Mustangs tangle tonight in non-district action here at DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Good to have you with us. And it's time now for our keys to the game. And Mario, how do you see tonight's game unfolding?
Well, with two teams coming in at 2-0, it should be a fun one, but it's going to be the biggest key, probably the only key, is a run game. Both of them, that's all they want to do. They don't throw the ball a lot, so who's going to win that battle? And, of course, that goes back to key stops. Who gets that key stops and gets off the field? And at the end of the day, I think because they're running teams, Mark, it's really important. Those penalties can be real hurtful because they don't do very well in the passing attack. And then what's going to happen today, I talk about this, and then all of a sudden they start passing. So we shall see what happens.
Yeah, big penalties. There were a lot of penalties last night, the game we had between Mercedes and Mackay, especially of the 15-yard variety. Those can certainly hurt a team, and both teams looking to avoid those sorts of pitfalls here tonight. Well, earlier this week, we caught up with running back J.P. Garza of the Mustangs. He's only a junior, but making a name for himself in the Mustang backfield. And let's take a look at our player profile.
I'm J.P. Garza. I'm a running back from the McAllen Memorial Mustangs.
Going to hand this off. A big hole here at the 10 and in for the touchdown. JP Garza, 14-yard run.
Running back, we get the ball, we read our offensive line, and our job is to go score.
Nobody there at the 40. Deep in hand territory at the 20. It's JP Garza.
No, we're real confident. Our practices are looking a lot better. We're looking a lot better than last year. I want our team to win games. I want us to do as best as we can and go make playoffs. But when I graduate, I want to go to the University of Texas and study something in medicine.
All right, we're back. So you listen to the alma mater for San Benito, and in a moment, the McAllen Memorial alma mater, just a few moments away from kickoff. Let's take a look at our starters now for tonight's game. For McAllen Memorial, we'll start with the offense, and a lot of sophomores in this starting lineup for McAllen Memorial. You see there, it starts with the quarterback, Kane Coy. He's a sophomore. And then you've got fullback Sebastian Aleman, JP Garza, you saw. And then the receivers, Dylan Goodson, Daniel Rivas, and the tight end, Gustavo Escandon. And looking at our offensive line, you've got Jose Rios, Ezekiel Osuna, Carlos Rodriguez at center, Rene Gomez, and Sean Reyes. So a total of 5 sophomores in the starting lineup. On the offense, looking at the defense, you've got Eric Guajardo, Anthony Little, who's making a start tonight at nose guard, and Corbin Diskay. 3-man front, defensive backs, Greg Grena, Nick Luna drawing a start tonight, Nehemiah Abewali, and Daniel Cardenas will be starting at defensive backs. Then our linebackers, we have 3 linebackers tonight in Nico Lara, or actually 4 linebackers, Nico Lara, Adrian Garza, Dalton Keller, and Daniel Dela Cruz. Let's take a look at the linebacker core in the 3-4 lineup there. And you can see some experience there. 1 senior, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. Starting for the Mustangs, who are 2-0 this season, as you mentioned, Mario. And San Benito also 2-0. And we got Memorial wearing the powder blues tonight. Pants and jerseys with the white numerals.
Very young team, Mark.
Blue and gold.
Very young team. 14 out of the 22 starters listed are either sophomores or juniors.
Now we've got our veteran of the week. This is Mr. Sean Downey, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran, and with his wife Rochelle Downey, who is a teacher in McAllen ISD, and Rochelle Downey, also a former district teacher of the year in McAllen ISD.
And let's add to that, if I got the right one, I think she was a Texas teacher of the year, but I don't know. That's what I recall from her.
Oh, yes. And, of course, Mr. Downey, appreciate him, his 4 years of service. He also continues to serve Marine Corps veterans throughout the Rio Grande Valley. So we appreciate our Veteran of the Week, Mr. Sean Downey. And there we see our USMC JROTC cadets. And tonight at the right rifle is Staff Sergeant Isaac Garza. Carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Tyler Baker. Carrying the Marine Corps flag is Cadet Private First Class Carlos Caesar. And then the left rifle bearer is Cadet Second Lieutenant Joe Luis Brito under Instructor Rogelio De Leon there at McAllen Memorial. And now we'll have the singing of the national anthem be performed by the Vice President, V. Payne, Vice President of the Memorial Choir.
Check, check. Okay. Oh, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, see does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Very well done by the Memorial students, the team from the Memorial High Choir under the direction of Mr. Omar Samaniego. And we're about ready to play some football now. McAllen Memorial and San Benito. And Mario, one of the things I was noticing is a lot of media attention for this game. I saw the local TV station camera crews down there, San Benito's CISD's camera crew, and of course our own camera crew, and a lot of photographers from a lot of different organizations. This game's certainly in the spotlight here in Friday Night Football for the Rio Grande Valley.
You're absolutely right, Mark. It's almost like a playoff atmosphere. And it's a good game for both teams to warm up, tune up, as district play is just right around the corner.
They're playing a disclaimer up on the scoreboard right now. That just reminds everyone to please be kind to our officials and everything like that. And we're about ready to play for some football here. The San Benito Greyhounds, ranked number 2 in RGV Sports top 10 poll, top teams in the Rio Grande Valley, coming onto the field right now. I think number 1 was PSJA North, which is in the same district as McAllen Memorial. And 2 stellar teams. The Greyhounds last year going 11-2. They went to the 3rd round of the state playoffs. Now, McAllen Memorial had kind of a down year last year, no doubt about it. But for 12 years previously, they had been in the playoffs, so they've still a team very rich in playoff tradition.
No doubt, no doubt. A lot of success, a lot of wins by these 2 teams. San Benito under Dan Gomez in the last 9 years in the playoffs. So that tells you a lot. And several times going all the way to the 3rd round, and that's when it really gets tough. And of course they have the annual Battle of the Arroyo, which is standing room only anytime the Harlingen Cardinals and the San Benito Greyhounds. And here's the crew for tonight, led by Javier Chirinos, Luben René Garcia Jr., Freddy Martinez, Dennis Cantu, Gabriel Garza, Mario De Leon, and Eusebio Alvarado Jr. And I'm going to tell you this, at 5:30 I saw this crew coming in, and they are the best dressed crew I have seen so far in a couple of years. They were all in suits. Even though it was real hot, I was really impressed. They take their job very seriously, and we'll just have to see how good they take. They always have great games. Last night they had the big battle between Edinburgh Vela and Westaco East.
And here we go tonight. Now San Benito, a 6A team playing 32-6A, which of course they're a big rival there, the Harlingen Cardinals. A rivalry goes back more than a century. And McAllen Memorial will be receiving. You saw they're back to receive. Those J.P. Garza, who's our player profile this week, standing at his own 5-yard line. Memorial won the toss, and there's Dylan Goodson, also back there, a potential returner. And kicking off will be Jonathan Juarez, the kicker here for the San Benito Greyhounds.
I don't know about you, Mark, but in all these years we've done this, I don't remember San Benito Greyhounds coming to this field.
Yeah, we've had McAllen teams play in San Benito a number of times. This is a live football, by the way, as it takes a big bounce and then comes loose. And I think it went out of bounds. They're going to say Memorial football. Memorial dodging a little bit of a bullet there. And of course, we remember a game last week. Matt Kai was able to pull that off and recover such a kick, weren't they?
And I'll tell you right off the bat, we're talking about the officials, and let's take a look at the replay. Mustangs were lucky that they got the ball before it went out of bounds, so that's why they gave them possession. So right away, the official was right there on the spot.
Isai Gutierrez coming there to recover that ball. So Mustangs will start off at their own 24-yard line here to start this game. This game drawing a lot of attention. You see 5 linebackers there for San Benito as a run straight ahead from Memorial. And that is Sebastian Alaman, the fullback, with a big run, a burst up the middle up to the 36 and a gain of 12 and a first down.
I just didn't have a chance to say, I bet you we're going to have a running play, and a nice one. Aleman coming in here with 32 carries, 218 yards so far this year.
4 down lineman for San Benito. A lot of players crowding near the line of scrimmage as this handoff goes to J.P. Garza. And he fights his way up to the 39, a gain of 3, and bring up second down.
J.P. Garza coming into this game, the junior, with 250 yards on 21 carries and 11.9 yards per game. Nothing fancy by the Mustangs. They know they're going to run.
Yeah, we were kind of joking last night that this game might be over before the sun goes down, as both these teams like to run that ball. The clock will run. Wing back on the left side. Coy's going to pitch this to Aleman. Has some blocking, trying to bounce it outside, and still fighting up near midfield, up to about the 48, and that's going to be enough for another Mustang first down.
What a hard run. Aleman refusing to go down. A first down is a good sign for the offense for the Mustangs.
The Mustangs at the 48, they picked up a couple of first downs. Coy will be under center, 4 down lineman, split backfield behind him. And they'll give this to Aleman. Aleman with a lead back from Garza. Crashes into San Benito territory to the 45 and a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on the offensive line, led by center Carlos Rodriguez with a real good push. And also left guard Ezequiel Osuna and right guard Rene Gomez, right up the middle. As you take a look at the replay, nice hole. They're pushing the defenders from the Greyhounds back.
Now that offensive line averages 270 pounds per man. Second down and 3 now for Memorial. Winning the battle in the trenches at the moment. And just as I say that, San Benito comes up with a big stop here on J.P. Garza. No gain on there to bring up third down and short.
Coming into this game, quarterback for the Mustangs, Kane Coy, he's only thrown 4 passes. Mark, it's not only about the passing. As we take a look at the replay, almost on every play after he pitches out, the quarterback becomes a blocker. He has to go out there and block, and that is the Mustang offense.
So third down here for the Mustangs. Big play on this drive. They're going to toss this. Aleman has a block, fights his way to the 40, and has a Mustang first down. And the Mustang drive continues. A couple of Greyhounds in there on that tackle, including Devin Robinson, their big linebacker, and also Daniel Cavazos, another linebacker.
And expect a lot of times you're going to be calling out that name, Robinson. And right now, the Mustang offensive line is dominating. Almost every play, they have a pushback. Makes it easy for the running backs.
Under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mustangs drive started at their 24, and here it goes Garza. Flag goes down as Garza with a spin move takes off, headed for the end zone at the 10, and a touchdown for the Mustangs. And we'll check on that flag. He's right at the line of scrimmage. Offside.
It looks like a touchdown, Mark.
That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
And yeah, you hear it. It was an offside call against San Benito. It's declined, of course, and the Mustangs are on the board. A 39-yard scamper there for Garza, and the Mustangs up 6-0 here. 8.5 to play in the first quarter.
Beautiful blocking.
Extra point try by Jonathan Sanchez is up and away, and good. And with 8:28 to go in quarter number 1, it's the Mustangs on top, 7-0.
Take a look at this stat marked by the field goal kicker. Now he's 10 for 10 for the season and 1 for 1 on field goals. Sanchez is perfect. Check it out, Mark. It all starts with a blocking on the right side, and then he broke a tackle, and after that, his quickness, his running ability gets him into the end zone. What a way to start.
Yep, good start for the Mustangs. San Benito will be coming up to bat when we come back. This is Football Night in McAllen ISD.
We have some very good and important news about your and your family's health care. Now more than ever, South Texas Health System clinics are here for you in all the ways that matter more. Because now there are more locations in the Valley to serve you, more doctors, more specialists, more services, and more ways to experience how at South Texas Health System Clinics, now more than ever, we're all here for you.
Welcome back to DQ Fan Field. Big play for the Mustangs. They had a 7-play, 76-yard drive capped by a 39-yard run by Garza for the touchdown. And how many scores is that for him now, Mario?
Do we have that? I think we have it somewhere, but I mean, I tell you what, that run, no wonder you guys highlighted him.
Indeed. And a kickoff at the 5, run out ahead across the 20, picks up a block at the 40, and still going. That's Fabian Garcia, their big running back, who is also a threat on the return game all the way out to the 49-yard line.
And that's something I should have spotted early, Mark. I did not know. I mean, I should have figured out Fabian Garcia would be back there somewhere. I would never kick the ball to Fabian Garcia. He is listed not as a running back. He's listed as an athlete. That's how they call him, athlete.
You'll see him get a lot of carries on offense here tonight, and a good run here right up the right sideline.
And Dave Campbell's magazine has him as a projected all-state running back.
Snap to the quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff. Running back trying to get outside to the left side, and picks up a little bit of yardage, about 5 yards into Mustang territory. 5-yard run there for Aaron Garza.
Daniel de la Cruz in on the tackle, but a gain of 5.
Quarterback, by the way, is Aaron Corona. You see Corona there with the handoff to Garza. And San Benito's already, after one play, is in Mustang territory. And Corona's going to hand this off. Garza once again breaks a tackle into the secondary, down the sideline, and is bounced out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
And take a look at Garza. He was just not satisfied with a real good run. Aaron Garza also was satisfied by putting in a lick on the defender. Now get out of my way. So far it looks like Fabian Garcia has been used as a decoy. Good blocking on the left side. When I talked to Dan Gomez today earlier on a phone call, Mark, I was asking him about who are his key players, and he just said, he didn't mention any names. He just said, all my team is good.
Indeed. Corona out of the shotgun. Hands off again to Garza, trying to get around the short side. And he's going to be bottled up and brought down after a 2-yard pickup. One of the Mustangs in there on the tackle was the linebacker, Daniel de la Cruz.
And the Greyhounds know that everybody scouts him. They know that there's a lot of attention on Fabian Garcia, and why not? He deserves it. So just to soften the blow here, they're making the defense think. They're not only giving Fabian Garcia the ball. You can't just focus on him. You got to be careful with the other running backs.
So 2nd down and 8 now for the Greyhounds. There's a handoff. Garza hit in the backfield and fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long now for San Benito.
And this is exactly what the Mustang defense wants. They want to put the Greyhounds in 3rd and long yardage situations because they don't throw the ball often so far this season. So far this season, Corona has thrown 14 passes. They have 7 completions. He is capable of throwing the ball, but they only throw the ball when they have to, which is not very often with that running attack they have.
See if San Benito elects to throw here. No, they are going to run it on 3rd and long. Hit in the backfield is Garza, and he's going to be wrapped up. No gain at all. And it'll be 4th down and 8 now for San Benito, as he was wrapped up by De La Cruz after getting hit in the backfield by Nick Luna.
I think the Greyhounds were looking at 2-down territory, see what they would get there with a powerful running the game. And that play right there got messed up right away by Nico Lara, the linebacker. And we're used to calling him out a lot. And they're in that position. It looks like they're going to have like a 42-yard field goal.
This would be a long one. It looks like they will set up at the 32, which you're right, Mario, making a 42-yard field goal. Atticus De Leon is the holder. Here's the kick. It's up and away, and it is just short. Looks like
it's good.
Oh, and good. It went just over the crossbar. I thought it came under, but went over the crossbar, and it's good. That was Jonathan Juarez there with a 42-yard field goal and had just enough to give San Benito all 3 points here.
Just enough would be maybe by 1 yard, not more than that. Because look at the right there, right over.
So 42-yard field goal by Juarez puts San Benito on the board. The score now 7-3 with 5:34 to go in quarter number 1. And it's time now for our Smile Cam.
There's the fan of the day. Nicely face painting. It looks like everybody right now is so calm. Everybody just settling in. The fans are not into the fan cam right now.
So San Benito to kick off. Each team has scored on their opening possession. Here's a short kick fielded at the 25. The Mustangs elected to call for a fair catch. It was Isaí Gutierrez who caught it, and it'll be Mustangs ball at the 25. Mustangs with a touchdown on their last possession.
Take a look at Coach Moses Patterson.
Coach Patterson in his 3rd year as head coach, been with the program about 14 years. He's a longtime defensive coordinator. And toss right side. This looks like Garza, and Garza able to cross the 30 up to about the 31, a gain of 6 on the play.
And the Mustang offensive line, including tight end, they continue to win the battle of the trenches inside. The Greyhounds better make some adjustments. Take a look at Coach Gomez.
Yeah, Coach Dan Gomez there in white.
He did ask me to send
10th year, right?
Yes, sir. He did ask me to send a shout out to his fans. He brags about them, that they're the best fans in the Valley.
10th year as head coach of the Greyhounds program. Back to pass is Coy, gonna go long, man, it's open and couldn't quite connect. That was Goodson. It likely would have been a touchdown. The Mustangs, when they do throw, they use that run, and then when they throw, they can sometimes catch teams unaware.
And that's exactly what happened, Mark. It caught everybody by surprise because you're not going to throw when you're running with a lot of success. But this is exactly what Tivo Gonzalez, offensive coordinator, wanted, catch them by surprise. And it was right there. And we are used to Goodson usually catching that ball. I guarantee you 9 out of 10 times he will catch that, and he knows it. But it happens.
So 3rd down now for the Mustangs. 3rd and about 4. They're going to toss this. Alaman finding his way forward and is picking up the 1st down all the way up to the 39-yard line, but there is a flag down.
Offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
And that's what Coach Patterson says on his keys, personal keys to the game, was our ability to run the ball, stay on the field, and it's very important that because we're a running team to avoid the big penalties. He might take a 5-yard penalty, but when you get those big penalties on a running team, it's not easy. That makes it 3rd and forever. Yes, sir. One of our own keys, and now makes it 3rd and 14. And so it's pretty much you have to put the ball up in the air.
The 4-down lineman here for the Greyhounds. They're going to toss this. This looks like Alaman fighting his way forward. Not going to get the 1st down, but does get to the 26, picks up about 5, and the punting unit will come on.
And because the Mustangs don't throw often, I think the coaches for the Mustangs were okay with trying to see what we could get out of a running play. and they're okay to punt the ball. But that goes back to the penalty, Mark. It really wasn't a turnover because any fumble or interception, but they have to kick it away. So you lost possession because of the penalty.
Not much of a pressure on Sanchez. A
Nice
big
punt.
punt here. Yes, indeed. Takes a Mustang bounce and goes out of bounds at about the 29-yard line in San Benito territory. And San Benito will have the ball for their second possession.
Now, I'll be surprised at this second possession. Fabian Garcia did not get any touches. I don't think that will happen in this possession. We shall see. Actually, he's going out in the flat, Mark. They're using him as a receiver.
And here's a handoff. Garcia, who slips and falls. I think just shy of the line of scrimmage, actually. So it'll be a loss of 1. Gonna bring up second down.
No gain on that one, but give credit to Aiden Stuffer, the junior linebacker.
And we're at 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play in quarter number 1. Clock is running. 7-3 lead for the Mustangs. Corona in at quarterback will hand this off. This Garza again has a lot of room this time. Across the 35 up to about the 37 and bring up third down and short. Picks up of 8 on that play.
Yes, Garza came into this game with 23 carries, 122 yards. He actually had more carries than anybody on the team, so this is not surprised that they're using him so far, a senior.
And yeah, Fabian Garcia lining up wide to the left side. Top of your screen. There's a handoff, and Garcia breaking a tackle and able to keep his balance and picks up the first down as he crosses the 40 to the 42. Pick up a 5 on third down.
And give Garza credit on that one. It was his hard effort, his balance. They almost tackled him there. They would have. It would not have been a first down. His hard run gets the Greyhounds a first down.
Now 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. New set of downs for San Benito. Garcia will line up again as a wide out at the top of your screen. 2 men in the backfield with Corona. Corona is going to look to throw now. Wants to throw to Garcia's side, and this is broken up. In fact, it was intended for Garcia and broken up by the Mustang cornerback. That was Daniel Cardenas.
That was a dangerous pass. You know, coming into this game, Mark, Garcia had 4 receptions.
This was the first pass attempt of the game for San Benito. It's an excellent technique there by Cardenas to swat that one away. Mustangs up 7-3. 1:44 left in quarter number 1. Corona going to hand this off. And there's a big run here up the middle into Mustang territory, all the way inside the 45 to the Mustang 43. And a first down here for the Greyhounds. Pick up a 15 yards.
And the runner on that one was Angel Trevino, who also has a lot of carries. 18, has 114 yards. So they do have 3 good running backs. It's not all about Garcia.
We saw on the tackle there Nick Luna, along with teammate Eric Lajardo. First and 10 here for the Greyhounds. They're in Mustang territory once more. There's a handoff again. This to the 40-yard line this time. Another carry there for Trevino. Pick up a 3.
It could be that the Greyhound coaching staff, they know what they get out of Garcia. So you don't want to wear them down for the whole season, because once district play comes in, it's going to be a tough district with Los Fresnos, with Westlaco. It's a tough district, so you want to save his legs. So They're just trying to give everybody, all those running backs, an opportunity.
See several Mustangs involved in that tackle. And so 2nd down and 7 now at the Mustang 40. Probably the last play of the quarter here. It's going to be handoff. Garza, left side, has room. Close to the 1st down as he gets bottled up at about the 34-yard line. And we'll see where they spot this. I think he's going to be just short. And it'll bring up 3rd down and less than a yard. And there you hear the horn for the end of quarter number 1. A very quick quarter. It took about 20 minutes. And after 1 quarter of play, it's McAllen Memorial 7, San Benito 3. At the end of quarter number 1, we'll be back in a moment with more Football Night in McAllen ISD. And we're back, and on 3rd down and a yard, the Greyhounds hand this off to Garza, who crashes forward. Looks like he has just enough to move the chains. He advances the ball 2 yards to the 32-yard line.
Garza was actually hit right away, but his legs kept moving. Powered himself, as you could take a look at the replay. He got hit right there, but his legs kept going, and he got that 1st down.
Wide out on the left side is Keon Jones. 2 men in the backfield with Corona. Garza the handoff, crosses the 30 and then is tripped up at the 29-yard line. Mustang in there on the tackle, Nico Lara, linebacker.
Also Adrian Garza. So it looks like the offensive line for the San Benito Greyhounds are now kind of pushing the Mustang defenders back, making it easy for the running backs. Anytime you don't get hit until you pass your line of scrimmage, you know your offensive line is doing a good job.
2nd down and 7. Garza again hit at the backfield and brought down for a loss of a yard. A late flag comes in. And tackle on the play there for the Mustangs was Anthony Little, the nose guard.
Personal foul. Illegal defense, number 14. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. 1st down.
Oh, wow, most of the times when there's an illegal block below the knees, it's usually on the offense. But this time, the Mustangs with a big penalty can't do that.
Yeah, that's going to be automatic 1st down, of course. 15-yard penalty, actually 14-yard penalty, I guess, all the way to the 15-yard line. And a 1st and 10 now for San Benito.
And that's what Coach Moses Patterson talked about before the game, avoiding the big penalties.
So Garza in the eye, and Garza will get the call. Dodges one would-be tackler, hit at the line of scrimmage by Lara, and falls down at the 14-yard line. No gain there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Lara came in again, early, quick, and messed up the play before it had an opportunity to develop.
This game so far has lived up to its billing. A lot of powerful running on both teams. A lot of big bodies in there along the line of scrimmage on both sides. 2nd down and 9. And Corona wants to throw, and this is incomplete, intended for Garcia near the 10-yard line. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
And now we know why the Greyhounds don't like to pass.
Defending on that play, the safety, Nick Luna. just a sophomore playing in that defensive backfield here for Memorial. Another look at it there. Pass was a little behind Garcia. So third down now and 9 yards. Garza gets the carry, breaks a tackle across the 10 near the 8-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards shy, but it's a makeable fourth down, and we'll see what San Benito decides to do here.
I think because of the recent success that they're having running the ball, I thought they would go for it, but they also had success in the field goal, so it looks like they're going to go ahead and take the 3 points.
Yeah, I thought they would go for it there too, but they bring on Juarez, who earlier hit a 42-yard field goal. And this one, a 25-yard attempt right from the middle. Kick is up and away, plenty long enough, and this one's good. And Juarez now 2 for 2. And San Benito now with 6 points on the board. They trail by only 1.
Even though the Mustang defense gave up some yardage and a couple of first downs here and there, give them credit for a big stop.
Long drive as well, as San Benito started with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and they take up those 4 minutes plus almost the first 3 of the second quarter, so about almost a 7-minute drive there for San Benito. The drive had started after a Mustang punt at San Benito's own 30-yard line. They drive all the way down to the Mustang 8 and settle for a 25-yard field goal, and now trail 7-6.
So with a little bit, what are you talking about, 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter, Coach Moses Patterson has to be happy so far with the Mustang performance, because remember last year they did not make the playoffs, and they are playing a powerhouse, 7-6, and they look like they're evenly matched so far.
Yeah, time of the drive, 6 minutes, 33 seconds there by the Greyhounds. 7-6 our score here at DQ Fan Field. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half. And Juarez going to pop this up in the air. It's going to take a bounce at the 20 and goes out of bounds. Let's see if the Mustangs touched it. They would end up with the ball right there. I don't think they did, though. I see a flag now coming in. And this means the Mustangs would get the ball all the way out to the 30-yard line. That's the risk of when you do those pooch kicks near the sideline. They can take a bounce out of bounds and give the offensive team excellent field position.
And you and I always talk about
free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, McAllen Memorial.
We talk about special team play, how important it is, and they can win or lose games for you.
So Mustangs 1st and 10, and there's a fumble snap, and Coy has to fall on it, and he'll lose 1 yard and the down to bring up second down.
Not a good start to this possession. You don't want to give up. Basically, you're giving away a play.
A loss of a yard. The 29 now, second down and 11 here for the Mustangs. Both teams, 2 wins, no losses. Looking for another win before they hit district play. And Coy's going to toss this. This is Garza, has some room, is hit and brought down after a short gain. Will bring up third down. Be third and about 5 after the tackle by Christian Garza, the linebacker.
It goes back to that first down where it was messed up, didn't work out, so this could have been that down. It could have been a 2nd and 5, and it looks a lot better than being in a 3rd and 5 situation.
Mustangs 1 for 2 on third down. Facing a 3rd and 5 here with just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Mustangs with the tight end to the right side. They got a wing left. Going to go to the right. This is Garza, has some room up to the 39-yard line. And I think he's going to be about a yard short. He needed the 40. The play initially looked promising, and then San Benito was able to close things down quickly.
I would say that the Mustangs, since they are winning the battle of the trenches, I would say they're going to go for it, Mark, and they are.
Looks like they will. Rolling the dice here a little bit as they're in their own territory, and now a timeout called by the Greyhounds.
Timeout. San Benito.
So
their first timeout of the half.
San Benito, their first of the half. They want to talk things over, and we're going to have the fan cam right now.
Well, we'll see. They do a better job here. The Mustang fans, they were pretty quiet the last time. There you go. That's what we're talking about. And there's the fan of the day right there, the fan of the night.
All right, we're back 4th and 1 now after the Greyhound timeout. Mustangs at their own 39. And a long cadence there by Coy. San Benito may have encroached. We'll see.
Oh, I think it's on the Mustangs.
5-yard penalty. Replay. 4th down.
And another costly penalty against the Mustangs is going to force them to go ahead and punt the ball away.
You're right, Mario. Yeah, these Mustangs only have 3 penalties in the game, but all 3 have seemed to come in key moments. But now the Mustang punting unit is out there. Sanchez to punt and miss. Bobbles the snap, loses the football, and now has no choice but to fall on it. Then tried to do a pass from his knees, but once he picked the ball up, he was automatically down. And it's going to be San Benito ball at the spot of the dead ball, which San Benito will take over inside the Mustang 25 at the 24.
And another big mistake by the Mustangs. I would call this a special team mistake. And we talked about it, Mark, how in special teams, they don't execute. They can either cost you a game, but if when they do execute, they can win a game for you. So you know that Coach Patterson is going to be working on that, the snap, because it just puts them in a big hole.
So 1st and 10 at the Mustang 24-yard line. 7:20 to go here in the first half, and a flag comes down. And this is going to be against the Greyhounds.
And now it's the Greyhounds' turn.
False start. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
You would think now, Mark, this is the 3rd game of the year that those kind of penalties would not be happening.
Oh, the Greyhounds in purple, gold, and white line up with a 1st and 15 now at the 29-yard line. They hand this off. Garza hit at the line of scrimmage, still fighting. And manages to get the penalty yardage back, it looks like. Or actually, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 15.
Lara in again on the tackle. Little. Also an assist by Dalton Keller. Bunch of Mustangs in there.
See the Mustang defense. Mustangs going with a 3-4 lineup tonight. Snap to Corona. Here's Garza trying to bounce it outside. He's going to hit the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, fights his way forward to about the 26, and he'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, he's not easy to bring down. It looks like he's not getting any yards. And all of a sudden, he finds a couple of yards. It looked like he was down right there, and he just kept his legs going. And even right there, he kept his legs going.
Looked like Little in there on the tackle along with Adrian Garza. A couple other Mustangs. And so 3rd down and 7 now. We're at the halfway point of the second quarter. Corona looking to throw. Going to go toward the end zone, and this is intercepted at the 5. Mustangs running this one back to the 10. Trying to pick up some blocks here and fight his way up to the 18-yard line. A big play there by the cornerback, Greg Reyna. And the Mustangs not only dodge a bullet, but they're back in business.
Yeah, it looked like the Greyhounds were ready to get at least 3 points and the lead. But the Greyhounds, this is not their strength. Reyna did a very good job of just hanging around. He also did a good job of getting at least 15 yards after the interception.
That's our first turnover tonight. And now the Mustangs wanting to run this football. Not much going there. That was Goodson who got the carry and picks up a yard.
Not much there.
Second down and 9, split backfield here. The handoff straight ahead. This is Alaman. Breaks one tackle, and then it's going to be forced back by several Greyhounds there after a short gain. We had Christian Garza, Derek Yanis, and Daniel Cavazos in there on the tackle. Also Brandon Hernandez.
It took 4 Greyhound defenders to bring Alaman down.
5-yard pickup. Mustangs getting close to 100 yards rushing. 1 for 3 on 3rd down here, and this is a 3rd down and 4. Alaman hit in the backfield, and San Benito all over this. Loses yards, and Memorial will have to bring on the punting unit once more.
And that's a huge stop by the Greyhound defense because it's going to give them the ball with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. They do have 2 timeouts, and they're going to probably get good field position. And we'll see how Sanchez does in this punt, because in the last one he had trouble handling the ball. It was not a good snap.
And Sanchez standing inside his own 10-yard line. It's a much better snap. Still has a little trouble with it, but able to get this off cleanly. It's fielded at the 50-yard line. And a short return there for San Benito, and they'll set up shop in Mustang territory at the Mustang 45-yard line after a 5-yard return by Brandon Hernandez.
And we're going to take a look to see if the failure by the Mustang offense not to get a first down and keep possession of the ball, we're going to see if that comes back to hurt them.
Second straight possession for San Benito that starts in Mustang territory. You can see there again, Sanchez having trouble handling the football. 3:36 to go in the first half. Garza running outside right, able to break a tackle and smash through all the way near the Mustang 35-yard line. He's just a couple of yards shy of a first down. 8 yards on that pickup.
Garza has certainly been the featured back today. Perhaps so Fabian Garcia might have a nagging injury or something, and they don't want to risk him getting hurt, because he will be the player for, as you take a look at him at the top of the screen, as a left receiver.
They line up on the left side of the formation. Man goes in motion now to the left side. They'll hand off Garza straight up the middle, following the block of the left guard, and fights his way up to about the 32, and it'll be a new set of downs now for San Benito. A 5-yard pickup. Clock running just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. So So the clock becoming a little bit of a factor for San Benito, which is a 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of team.
We finally have, I think, Fabian Garcia in the backfield.
Wingback is Atticus De Leon. He goes in motion. They'll hand off. Garcia, his first carry, and crosses the 30 to about the 28-yard line. They'll bring up second down and short.
Because that's his first carry. He is ready to run. He's not tired for sure.
Now, this is a guy who averaged over 10 yards a carry last year. Got over 2,200 yards. His first carry tonight, you can see the power there as he just bowled his way forward.
And a lot of those yards in a very tough district.
Second down and 6 now. And I think we've got a timeout call by the Mustangs. That stops the clock at 2:13.
Their first timeout of the half.
2:13 to go here in half number 1. Mustangs decide to talk things over. Score is Mustangs 7, Greyhounds 6. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment with more Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Ford is proud to sponsor tonight's game and honor student athletes pursuing excellence on and off the field. Enjoy the drive.
Welcome back to DQ Fan Field. Non-district action tonight, and a lot of action we're seeing. Not only offensive action, which we thought we'd get an offensive show, but we've seen a lot of defensive stellar plays, haven't we, Martin?
Big stops, and that was one of the keys to the game.
So 2:13 to go before halftime. Each team has 2 timeouts. Second down and 6. Handoff. This is Garcia again. Breaks the tackle, splits the defense, and goes all the way into the end zone for the parent touchdown. No flags on the field, and the Greyhounds take the lead for the first time tonight.
And that's what we were waiting for.
28-yard run there by Garcia, and just his second carry of the night. And their team goes up 12-7.
What an explosive player. I mean, he took that ball quickly. Somebody touched him, but that was not going to stop him.
So he's now got 32 yards on 2 carries tonight. Here's what is extra point, and this is a fake. They're going to throw it to the end zone, and it's no good.
It was a good fake, Mark.
It was. Pass was intended for Carmine Castilleja, who's listed as a defensive lineman. He might have been a tackle-eligible play here. And there's another look at the touchdown right here.
He did get hit, but that didn't faze him at all, Mark.
So the score, 12-7. San Benito in front for the first time tonight with 2:06 to play here in the first half. And you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. We'll be right back.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Welcome back. Greyhounds competing in 32-6A, leading McAllen Memorial, which competes in District 15-5A. District play is just around the corner for both teams, and San Benito with a 12-7 edge right now here in the late second quarter. 2:06 to go before halftime. Mustangs will have 2 timeouts to work with.
So, Mark, I was thinking the fans out there that were listening to us, I was saying, we talked a lot about Fabian Garcia. He, for some reason, you know, the coaches know what they're doing, but he really never had any carries until the last possession, and it didn't take much to show what he's capable of, did he?
That was an impressive run, straight up the gut. 28 yards and a touchdown. We see Dylan Goodson standing about his own 10-yard line, waiting to receive. JP Garza also back there. And this is Suarez who will take the kickoff. And kick this one short again, fielded by Goodson at about the 20. And they turn it at the middle, across the 30, and near the 35-yard line. And across to about the 37. So Dylan Goodson, a 170-pound senior receiver, gets the Mustangs in good field position, but only a minute 59 remaining before they head to the locker room.
And Mark, that's what makes it difficult with 2 minutes to go for a running team that does not use a lot of the passing to gain the big yards. Unless, like we were used to many years, all those big running backs, they could get you those big yards. You remember those running backs, Mark?
Oh, yeah. Seen a lot of them over the years. And here's a big hole up the middle. How about Alaman here? And there's flags all over the place. This will likely be a face mask.
Absolutely.
And that'll be tacked on to the end of the run. It also stops the clock as he runs for 14 yards into San Benito territory.
So you put those 14 and a penalty. That is why you don't need to throw the ball when you have a good running attack.
Face
That's
mask.
a huge run.
Defense, number 1. 15 yards will be added to the end of the
yards,
run.
Mark.
Automatic. First down.
So that's a 25-yard gain right away. So now the Mustangs, with 2 timeouts in a minute 54 seconds, they're looking pretty good themselves.
And here go the Mustangs, 1st and 10, hand this off straight ahead, running up the middle with the little juke at the 20, now at the 10, and into the end zone, touchdown! It's Alaman! And how about that? The one-man wrecking crew on 2 carries takes it all the way to the house, and the Mustangs have the lead back now, 13-12.
And Mark, the Mustangs were doing a lot of offensive plays with pitch outs. Well, we remember that. There was a lot of pitch outs to the left, a lot of pitch outs to the right. And offensive coordinator Timo Gonzalez, those were quick handoffs. I mean, he wasted no time with those calls. And quick handoffs
McAllen Memorial.
caught
Their
the
second
San
time out of
Benito
the half.
defense by surprise.
Mustangs have called a timeout. 13-12, Mustangs in front. And wow, we're starting to see some big plays now. And here it is again, another look at that
Quick
touchdown from 34 yards.
Mark, how much time did that drive go?
24 seconds.
Aleman did a good job as he was approaching the end zone, protecting the ball so he would not fumble it.
Yeah, 2 plays, 63 yards, helped by a 15-yard penalty in between. And 24-second drive, and the Mustangs back in front now, 13-12. Mustangs took their second timeout, pending the extra point try here. And the way Mustangs with 139 yards rushing in the first half. Our team that averages right around 300 yards rushing per game. It looks like the Mustangs will go for 2 here. That's what the timeout was all about. So they'll be at the 3-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Greyhounds.
San Benito. Their second timeout of the half.
So the Greyhounds will talk things over now. As they see the Mustangs wanting to go for 2, saw the formation the Mustangs came out in. Kind of like in basketball, teams like to see how the players will line up for some kind of inbounds play and then quickly call time. All right, we'll be right back. Thank you to our business community. We appreciate sponsors like Dairy Queen, Bogus Ford, Lone Star National Bank, Performance Therapeutics, South Texas Health Systems, and so many other businesses that have made this beautiful scoreboard possible. Because of their support, absolutely no district funds were used, not one penny. This scoreboard allows us to showcase our students throughout the entire school year, and we sincerely appreciate the privilege. Thank you. Go. Boy sends a man in motion. That's Goodson. Looks like he wants to throw here on the two-point try. Being chased. Might keep it now. Hit at the three. And is going to be held shy of the line to gain. And it'll be no good on the two-point try. Open field tackle there by Derek Giannis, a defensive back. And both teams' defenses have stopped the other team on two-point tries. And with 1:42 to go before halftime, Mustangs in the lead by 1, 13-12.
And we'll see later in the game how important those defensive stops will come back.
You see it again here. Alaman running for his life. I think he initially wanted to throw.
I think that's King Colt.
Yep. Nobody open, and then McCoy brought down. So both teams have scored on their last possession. And the Mustangs ready to kick off now. And San Benito with one timeout remaining and 1:42 to go in the first half.
Is Garcia somewhere in there, Mark, to receive the kickoff?
There we see Hernandez right there. I think Garcia is in there. There he is right there at the 10-yard line. And here's the kick. This is going to go toward Hernandez. Field at the 15. Has room. 25. Trying to bounce it outside. Has some room there. And is out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Good field position here for the Greyhounds with 1:36 showing.
And there's problems over there. Good job by the coaches quickly getting control. And you can see that Coach Gomez is not happy with what he saw. This is where the officials quickly also intervene, Mark. And that's how you prevent from having like a brawl.
Yeah, and you get a lot of your kids thrown out as well.
And the coaches from Memorial quickly came out. And now the officials are talking about what the situation happened, who started the problem, and how do you get control of the game. Because so far it's been a pretty clean game.
Let's see if this is offsetting.
It could have been a nasty situation, Mark, but I give credit to Coach Gomez, his coaching staff.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. McAllen Memorial, number 23. San Benito, number 9, and number 27. Those penalties will offset. First down, San Benito.
Once again, Mark, as an official myself in a different sport, it's really the quick action that prevents from anything escalating. And Coach Gomez and his staff quickly, they don't accept that, they don't tolerate that. And then the coaches from Memorial quickly came out and kept their players on the sideline. And then the officials did their job. And we're back in action. And that's what it's all about. We don't need distractions like that in a game like this.
All right, they set up the line of scrimmage there at the San Benito 39-yard line. And here's a run to Garza outside to the right side. Breaks a tackle, first down and more down the sideline. And now out of bounds to stop the clock near the 30-yard line in Mustang territory.
And when you have Garza in the backfield, you don't need to throw the ball.
29-yard run there by Garza.
So the 3 carries, how many yards does he have, Mark?
Well, I have 150 yards rushing for San Benito.
So he's got about 60 yards already, that fast. And they could have had a penalty there too. It almost looked like a late hit there towards the end.
Yeah, you're right. Garcia on the carry. It was my mistake. I said Garza.
Yeah, Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia with his 3rd carry. And that's Garcia again at the 30. Still going. There's a big hole there. Can you believe it? Walk the dog. He goes in for his 2nd score of the half. And San Benito regains the lead here with a minute 22 to go before halftime.
4 carries, and he almost has close to 100 yards, Mark. And at the Memorial defense, they found out, but here late in the second half, why this young man came in as good as advertised. Fabian Garcia could be the best running back in the Valley. He, along with James Pauly and Eric Barvella and another running back probably at far north, they are something special.
Extra point by Juarez is good. Juarez, who has 2 field goals in the game, now has an extra point. And it's San Benito in front now, 19-13 with a minute 22 to go. We're seeing all kinds of offense here in the last few minutes of the first half. And another look at that touchdown run from 32 yards.
The explosion. All he needed was a small hole. And because he's an outstanding running back, his explosion is unbelievable.
2 touchdowns tonight for Garcia. We'll be back in a moment with more Football Night in McAllen ISD.
We have some very good and important news about your and your family's healthcare. Now more than ever, South Texas Health System clinics are here for you in all the ways that matter more. Because now there are more locations in the Valley to serve you, more doctors, more specialists, more services, and more ways to experience how at South Texas Health System clinics, now more than ever, we're all here for you.
And welcome back to Football Night at McAllen ISD. Mark May with Mario Reyna. The exciting first half, 19-13 our score. Greyhounds in front. Greyhounds kicking off. Mustangs will fair catch this at their own 30-yard line. That's Gutierrez with the fair catch. And Mustangs will have a minute 21 remaining with 1 timeout to work with to see if they can regain the lead. A lot of big plays. The Mustang touchdowns have been on runs of 39 yards and 34 yards. Greyhounds touchdown runs have been of 28 yards and 32 yards. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their 30. Toss, this is J.P. Garza. And he gets up to the 33. We'll see if the Mustangs stop it here or let the clock run.
I think what's going to happen here, the clock is running. It all depends on this play, how many yards the Mustangs can get. And the Greyhounds, they only have 1 timeout left. I don't know if they're going to stop the clock themselves.
Under 50 seconds now. Greyhounds crowd the line of scrimmage. Here's a reverse to Goodson, and Goodson is in jail in the backfield, and he's going to be nailed for a loss all the way to the 24, and a loss of 9.
That play might have had some potential for success if it wasn't for one defender. I don't know what number, but one San Benito Greyhound defender did a great job of not being fooled. He messed up the call, messed up the play. But it looks like both teams are content with letting the clock run out as it continues to run with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, Mustangs do not have to snap it. And facing a 3rd and 16 here.
It's been a real evenly matched game, Mark, but for one difference. Number 4, Fabian Garcia.
And that will do it for half number 1. Greyhounds in front, 19-13 after a big explosive second quarter by both teams. San Benito outscoring the Mustangs 16-6 in that second frame, and they have a 6-point lead going into halftime. We're going to stay here for a halftime kick, and this is a chance for one of our staff members to earn $100 from Performance Therapeutic. And this is a memorial custodian, Fernando Castillo. He's been with the district for 10 years. And if he can make this 12-yard kick, $100 is his. And it's up, and it's good. Performance Therapeutics, we appreciate them supporting all our McAllen ISD educators. And congratulations to Mr. Fernando Castillo from Memorial High School, winning $100 here tonight with a terrific kick there. And I'll take his picture. We're going to take another look at that. Ooh, left footer, no doubt. And cleared the uprights with plenty to spare. And now we'll have the Greyhounds dancers and marching band, followed by McAllen Memorial's marching band. And congratulations to all our educators there. So we'll see you on the other side for what should be an exciting second half of action.
San Benito, the San Benito Bells.
Stopped you. Oh, yeah. So you didn't have, I'm sorry,
Now entering the field with an impressive tradition of UIL Sweepstakes awards in marching and concert performances, San Benito High School is proud to present the 2023-2024 edition of the Mighty Greyhound Marching Band. Tonight, the Greyhound Band is featuring selections from their 2023 UIL competitive show entitled Medalscapes, including Feet and Fatality by Riley Hodges, Numb by Linkin Park, and Master of Puppets by Metallica. The featured musicians during the performance will include on flute, Ruby clarinet, Sonia Mendoza, on saxophone, Nick Torres, Aiden Saldivar, and Sergio Velasquez, on trumpet, Osiel Guerra, Aiden Villafranca, and Troy Rada, on trombone, Jorge Segura. Color guard features will include Devin A. Blanco, Andrea Gomez, and Casey Garcia. The color guard member of the week is Melania Rivera. The band section of the week are the Mellows. The color guard captains on the field are Devin A. Blanco, Luann Vasquez, and Lieutenant Jose Noriega. And introducing the 2023-2024 drum majors, Emma Aguilar and Nathan Guerra. Now, performing their UIL show entitled Medalscapes, McAllen Memorial fans, we present the Mighty Greyhound Marching Band. The staff of the San Benito Greyhound Band include Director of Bands Daidi Mendoza, Assistant Directors Dulce Rodriguez, Rafael Garcia, Julio Barrera, Noe Garcia, Arturo Rivas, Jorge Mujica, and Raul Garza. The Greyhound Band would like to thank San Benito High School Principal Mamie Lopez, Veterans Memorial Academy Principal Gracie Martinez, our dedicated band boosters, parents, and families. The band would also like to thank and wish luck to the McAllen Memorial Mustang Band this marching season. And remember, San Benito, once a Greyhound, always a Greyhound, and go Greyhounds!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our halftime festivities featuring McAllen Memorial's finest student performers, the Prancers, the Color Guard, and the band that rocks the Rio Grande, the McAllen Memorial Mustang Marching Band. This fall season, the McAllen Memorial Marching Band proudly presents their production entitled Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Musical selections include Symphony No. 9 in D minor by Beethoven, Piano Concerto No. 5 by Beethoven, and Hometown Glory by Adele. This evening, the band will perform the first movement of their UIL production and feature Eric Garcia on the alto saxophone and Rodrigo Mendez on piano. And Joshua Silva, we proudly present the McAllen Memorial Mustang Band and our production of Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. And now, a salute to Mustang Country. Percussion section leaders are Sebastian Reyes, Sofia Montes, and Brandon Pena. Color guard officers are Elismar Rodriguez, Captain, Denise Campos, Co-Captain. Color Guard members of the week are Carlo Rodriguez and Jackie Driscoll. Marchers of the week are Camila De Luna, Valeria Vasquez, Carlos Olagibel, Roman Rodriguez, Sean Reyes, Jaime Guerrero, Kaylee Carranza, Ivan Guevara, Kayla Espinosa, Sofia Montes, Kevin Espinosa, and Santiago Rocha. Seniors of the week are Sydney Hernandez, Cheyenne Luna, Nathaniel Torres, and Ricky Garza. The Memorial Mustang Band would like to thank our McAllen ISD Acting Superintendent, Dr. Rosalba de Hoyos, Fine Arts Director Deborah Luna, School Board, and the entire Central Office administration for all their supports each and every year of our band members. A huge thank you go to our Memorial High School administration and staff, our Memorial Mustang Band boosters, and our band parents for all they do for our band program each and every day. McAllen Memorial Band Directors are Angel Martinez, Deborah Luna, Araceli Rodriguez, Mark Martins, Stephanie Perez, Guillermo Rivera, Sofia Sanchez, Color Guard Instructor, and assisted by Angeles Silva, Marcos Silguero, and Brandon Cortez, Student Teacher. The Memorial Band would like to wish the San Benito High School Band all the best this fall season. We hope you enjoy the second half of the game, and go Mustangs!
Vader.
And here they are, the Little Mustangs coming across the field. A tradition at every Mustang home game. At the start of the second half, the Little Mustangs, kids in the elementary schools that feed into the middle schools, Kathy and Brown Middle School. And eventually from there on to Memorial High School. They run 100 yards all the way across the field to show their excitement for Mustang football. Here come the San Benito Greyhounds. An exciting finish to that second quarter, and they have the lead as we head to the second half. And here come the hometown Mustangs running out onto the field. See them a bit there in your foreground. There they are. And boy, Mario, an exciting end to that first half as we saw 3 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes. And here's our stats now. 9-6 are the first downs. Favor San Benito. Rushing yards, we expected that to be big. 183 for the Greyhounds, 133 for the Mustangs. And then something in my 40 years of covering Valley High School football since I was 16 years old, I have never seen this until tonight. 0 yards passing by both teams. I've seen it from one. I've never seen it from 2 through a full half of football.
Well, we talked about it, not to expect a lot of passing, but I didn't expect 0 yards mark on both sides.
Yeah, you can see the penalties about even, although the 3 Mustang penalties were all in costly situations, and then the one turnover, an interception thrown by San Benito.
They really hurt the Mustangs on that, but it's going to be really important that the Mustangs try to hold the Greyhounds here in their first possession. Now, if that young man, Mr. Superstar Fabian Garcia, played there in the second quarter, I expect him to maybe play in the third quarter, depending on the score. He might not play as much, but as I suspected, Mark, I think we talked a little bit about a superstar like that maybe they're resting him. You don't want to wear him down because they're going to need him for sure in the Battle of Arroyo. There he is again. I mean, and I briefly talked to him at halftime. That guy is like super kid, very cordial, very respectful.
And here's the return. This is going to be Brandon Hernandez across the 25, breaks a tackle, and now is loose down the sideline, cuts inside and has more yardage, well inside Mustang territory all the way to the Mustang 38-yard line. And San Benito Greyhounds are in business here as we start quarter number 3.
But this is why they're a playoff caliber team, and they've been successful for a lot of years. Right off the bat, they want to come out with the ball and throw that punch. I did see Coach Gomez there interesting. He had like an axe. They have like a logo, something about sharpen the axe. Well,
yeah, sharpen the saw?
Something like that. Yep. He looked a little dangerous. I said, hey, Coach, you look kind of dangerous with that. He laughed. And, of course, I complimented him about how he quickly took charge of a possible discipline problem. My hat off goes to any coach that does that immediately.
And 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds at the Mustang 38. And a handoff here to start. And this is Fabian Garcia. Had a 32-yard run for a touchdown on his last carry, but this time is stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Yeah, if you've heard that term before, sharpen the saw, it's from those, if you've heard of that book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People.
Yes, sir.
Sharpen the saw is in there. And actually, it's going to be a loss of a yard.
And that's a really loss, Mark. And that's exactly what the Memorial defense has to do. Tackle by committee. Don't allow him to get outside. Wrap him up quickly and let all the defenders get on him quickly.
So 2nd down, 11 now. Garcia in the backfield, gets the handoff, a little hesitation move, and then splits the defense. Fights his way all the way down to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
And on that play, you can take a look why he is a distinguished running back. It's because he didn't rush it. He just took his time, allowed the hole to open up, and once he saw that hole, he took off immediately.
Another look at it here as he picks up 8, going to bring up a 3rd and short here. You see him, he's fantastic at breaking tackles.
He doesn't go down
break a
easily.
tackle, yeah, I think on every carry tonight. And it's going to be 3rd and about 2.5 here.
Be careful.
Greyhounds 2 for 5 on 3rd down. That's Garza in motion. And now we've got a flag down as they snap the ball, blowing the play dead.
False start. Offense, number 39. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Just the 3rd penalty tonight on the Greyhounds, but that one costly as it occurs on a 3rd and short play, making it now 3rd and long.
And most of the time when we say 3rd and long, it's a passing play for a lot of the teams, but not for this team because you have some quality running backs that they've displayed all night long, especially Fabian Garcia.
Yeah, I would think if they pick up about 4 yards here, they will go for it on 4th down. Here's Corona, going to give it to Garcia. Across the line of scrimmage, Jill's trying to bull his way forward, fighting at about the 32. And now the play is blown dead. He never went down. 31-yard line. He gained a 5. He got the penalty yardage back. It'll bring up 4th and about 3.
I talked to a former McAllen ISD employee that worked over there in San Benito, and now he's an FBI agent, so I won't say his name, but he coached him in high school, and he says as good as he plays, is also a very respectful, cordial kid. Kind of those perfect kind of kids that you want to coach.
Greyhounds look like they'll go for it here. 4th down and 3. Deep in Mustang territory. In the backfield is Garcia, gets the call here, and he's not going to get there. The Mustangs stuff this one. Couple of Mustangs in there on the tackle, including Aiden Stauffer, who stuffed that play.
Yes, sir.
And also Alec Garcia.
I think the coach even went down on that one. But I'll tell you, Mark, that is a big stop because San Benito looked like they had a momentum, and they know he's a quality running back. A bunch of Mustangs were there.
Yeah,
so, unfortunately, one of the coaches got excited. I think he fell down. Check this out. Oops, 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 oops. Down he goes.
Yeah. Eric
And he's
Guajardo.
on camera. That's a
Eric
highlight
Guajardo
reel for the
also
coach.
in there. And here are the Mustangs on their first play of the 3rd quarter. They get stuffed short of the line of scrimmage there. San Benito's defense rising to the occasion. Tackle in the play. Devin Silva in there.
And we'll have to see the Mustang offense can take advantage of the huge stop by the Mustang defense. Here's where the Mustang offense, they did move the ball here and there, but a couple of penalties and then inconsistency stopped them from staying on the field.
So now back to throw is Coy, going to throw this one long. Overthrows the intended receiver. It looked like it was intended for Goodson, who was covered on the play by Peter Jackson, a stout defensive back for San Benito. Had 4 picks last year. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 11 now.
Play never really materialized. And like you said, excellent defense by Jackson.
Now 3rd and 11, 8.5 to play in the 3rd. 6-point lead for the visitors. Play action pass. And now Coy flushed out. Has some room here as he breaks a tackle across the 40 up to about the 42. He's going to be about 2 yards shy. And it'll be decision time here for the Mustangs.
This is a tough decision so early in the game, and you don't want to give the ball to the Greyhounds on your side of the field. But then again, Coach Patterson wants to get that momentum back on his side. It's all about how much he believes in that offensive line.
Yeah, actually, the ball's at about the 42 and a half, so it's only about 1.5 yards short. 4th and officially 2, and the Mustangs will roll the dice here a bit in their own territory. Now they want to think it over a bit. Mustangs are going to call timeout.
Timeout. McAllen Memorial, their first timeout of the half.
So a timeout called by the Mustangs. San Benito on top, 19-13 here in the early 3rd quarter. The Mustangs facing a pivotal play. You see the Mustang cheerleaders, 2-time state champions, by the way, in their history, under Coach Pete Ramirez. And time now for the Smile Cam here at DQ Fan Field. Friday night football here in the Rio Grande Valley. It's what it's all about. Mustangs, 4th and 2. Here they go. Quarterback sneak. Oh, this is going to be close.
What happened, Mark, is I think the quarterback had problems with the snap, Mark.
Now the nose of the football is on that 44.
I say it's a first down, Mark.
This is as close as it gets. Officials timeout for the measurement.
Let's see if I called it. Mark, what do you think? Don't leave me by myself out here.
Yeah, I'll say first down, just barely.
Just barely.
Here's the extension. Oh, that's close. Just got the first down by the nose of the football.
What a risky call, but it pays off.
I don't think even an inch to spare.
See, that's why I'm a good official, Mark. I called it from up here.
You did. So the Mustangs get a new set of downs here by the nose of the football. 7.5 to play in the third. 1st and 10, their own 44. Fumbled snap, and Coy has to pick it up. Tried to run it and gets wrapped up. Brought down by Devin Robinson. Fans didn't like what they thought might be some roughing there at the end, but no flag. They're going to call this a loss.
Third time, Mark, that they've had problems with the snap. And it's cost them.
And we've seen it on the punt attempts as well. Kind of a slick football out there. There's Robinson there, you can see. So 2nd down to 11 now. And here's a toss left. Going to try to cut this inside. That's Alaman across the 45 to the 46 and a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down at about 8.
And that's that play, the Greyhound right defensive end. He came out quickly and made the running back. He had to make a cut upfield. Pretty much there was nothing where he had to go upfield.
Mustangs put 2 receivers to the right side, Goodson and Hinojosa, as Coy. Play action, goes back now, running for his life, gets rid of the football to avoid the sack. I don't see a flag for an intentional grounding. I think there may have been a Mustang receiver in the area, and they're going to call this an... Oh no, there's the flag. This might be intentional grounding now.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 6. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It also includes a loss of down. It will be 4th down.
That's an 18-yard loss there.
That's a tough penalty. And after a first down, the Mustangs just went downfield with a bad snap. And now with this play,
the Mustangs bring on the punting unit. This is Sanchez, no rush this time, gets off kind of a line drive punt. This will be picked up at the 34-yard line. It's Hernandez, breaks a tackle. Now a flag from the opposite end of the field as Hernandez is brought down at the San Benito 45. This might have been an illegal block somewhere.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 27. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down, San Benito.
The ball moved back to the San Benito 34-yard line after the 10-yard penalty. And with 5:54 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Greyhounds will get their 2nd possession here. Last possession, they turned it over on downs. And then their defense held the Mustangs to a punt. Four down lineman for the Mustangs. And goes in motion. They'll hand off. This is the right side. This is Garcia. Gets around. Turns on the afterburners now. Trying to outrun the safety, and he's gone. He's going to take it to the house and score. And the Greyhounds will increase their lead here in the third quarter as Garcia has a hat trick of touchdowns here tonight.
And look at what he's doing after the game. After the big run. He is thanking his teammates for the blocking. And that's why it was really important, Mark, where the Mustang offense needed to try to stay in the field with a couple of first downs, keep Garcia and that offensive unit off the field. And when that didn't happen, you're looking for trouble, and that's exactly what happened.
Deceptive speed, indeed. Mustangs put on the rush here, and the kick by Juarez is good. 2 for 2 on his extra point tries, and the score now is Greyhounds 26,
Offside. Defense,
and the Mustangs 13.
number 2. That penalty is declined. The try is good.
Offside is declined, and a 26-13 lead now here for the Greyhounds as Garcia runs 66 yards for his third touchdown of the night. We'll take another look at this. You see him get the handoff and bounce this outside.
It was good blocking.
And then look at him turn on the speed here. Outruns everybody for his third score of the night. Greyhounds by 2 touchdowns now here in the third quarter, and you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
3 touchdowns in less than 10 carries for sure.
And we're back. We see Juarez about to kick off. We saw there's Goodson. We saw Garza a moment ago back to receive for the Mustangs. Staying around the 10-yard line. It's going to be kicked. This is also going to fall short and bobbled there at the 32-yard line. It's Gutierrez. They've been kicking to him all night long. He falls on it at the Mustang 32.
And a good thing that it was recovered by Gutierrez, because that would have been big trouble. Well, you know, it's plenty of time. We're still here in the third quarter. It's a 2-possession game. But if any time during this game the Mustangs need an opportunity to stay on the field for a little while, this is the time.
There's a look at that kickoff once more as Gutierrez had to follow on it as the defense was converging quickly. 1st and 10, Mustang 32. We hand this off Garza, and the Greyhounds all over that. Greyhounds really stacking that line of scrimmage now defensively. Just daring the Mustangs to throw on them.
And that's what happens, halftime adjustments. The defense is now daring the Mustangs to throw the ball.
2nd down and 10, no gain. Greyhounds rushing now after that 66-yard jaunt by Garcia, up to 258 yards rushing tonight. Two receivers to the right side as Coy, play action, rolls out right, being chased. Now tries to run it. Nobody open downfield. Looked like he may have picked up a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
And you're right, Mark. As he was scrambling to the right, I was looking downfield for the Mustang receivers. And San Benito Greyhounds secondary did a very good job of not allowing anybody to be open.
Actually lost a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 11 from the Mustang 31. The Mustangs have not done well on 3rd down tonight. 1 for 7. Checking into the game there, you see Daniel Rivas. He'll line up wide to the left side. In the slot with him will be Goodson. One of them in the backfield is Garza. Coy's going to keep this, and the Greyhounds were all over that. A couple of Greyhounds in there included Christian Garza and also the linebacker Robinson. Robinson had 9 sacks last year, number 10 there.
The San Benito Greyhound defense has picked up the intensity, forcing another punt, which is going to make the Mustang defense have to come up with a big stop.
You saw Hernandez back to receive for the Greyhounds, standing about his own 40-yard line. And here's a poor snap, but a good bounce to Sanchez. Able to kick this up. Hernandez catches that in traffic.
Oh, wow.
And takes a shot, holds on to the ball. And San Benito take over at their own 45. .403 to go in the third quarter. Greyhounds in command. So we take a little look at this punt. Sanchez doesn't panic and gets off punt of about 35 yards with no return. I think on the tackle for the Mustangs was Stauffer. Now the Greyhounds offense. Greyhounds, by the way, have scored on 3 of their last 4 possessions, dating back to the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. It's a handoff straight ahead. This is Garcia. And dances his way up to about the 48 with a gain of 3.
Nicolata in on the tackle.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the third. And I see quarterback Corona handing this one off. First contact for the Mustangs was the linebacker Nico Lara. So second down, 6 now. Handoff Garcia, hit in the backfield, then hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets up to about the 50 with a gain of about 1 to bring up third down at about 5.
Now those are 2 solid plays by the Mustang defense. Making it a 3rd and 5. But they need another one right here, and they got to be careful. Where Garcia has burned the defense has been on running plays to the outside. Can they contain him?
Several Mustangs in there, including Stauffer and Daniel De La Cruz. And you can see now 3rd down and 5. San Benito has not exactly lit it up on 3rd down either. They're 2 for 6 tonight. And Corona's going to fake the handoff to Garcia, wants to throw. Man is open, caught. Mustang territory, 1st down and more. Rushing down to the 30, downfield block, and this is going to be a touchdown. And San Benito on their first completed pass of the game has a 50-yard touchdown to Adam Cortez, but hold everything. Mario the Scrooge.
Offense, number 39. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st down, San Benito.
I was going to say Mario the Scrooge says there's a flag down, and you were right, sir.
I know you got excited, but you didn't see the flag because it came kind of late. So that wipes out a nice play.
Yeah, well executed. And you can see the throw there to Cortez. He's not the only one with speed on this Greyhounds team, and took off for the end zone. Would have been a 50-yard touchdown completion. Would have been their first completion of the game, but wiped out due to a holding call. Still, they end up with a unique 1st and 9 now. And here's a big handoff, and this might go to the house. This is Garcia, and he's going to trot in for his 4th touchdown of the night. And this one from 31 yards for TD. All of them have come from 28 yards or better, and the Greyhounds move in front 32-13.
His 4th touchdown of the night for number 4, matching his uniform. But that one was about a good blocking on the right side of the San Benito Greyhound, and a good running back like Garcia doesn't need much open space. He knows what to do with it.
And there's the extra point try by Juarez. This is up and good. His 3rd successful extra point of the night. And that puts the visitors up 33-13 with 2:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Another look at the touchdown run here by Garcia. Just terrific running instincts, untouched here to the end zone, 31 yards for the score. And we'll be back with more football night in McAllen ISD. And welcome back, everyone. Just updating my stats. And just to correct myself, I guess technically speaking, Greyhounds did get credit for that completed pass. We saw the 50-yard touchdown, but it goes down for 29 yards because they had a penalty. So 29 yards of passing yardage, then minus 10 for the penalty, and then 31-yard run there for Garcia, giving the Greyhounds as a team 294 yards rushing tonight. And here's a kickoff. Gutierrez trying to get to that on the fly. It goes off of him and out of bounds. And it'll be Mustang football at the 35-yard line.
So here early in the third quarter, or well, at least with 10 minutes in the third quarter, the San Benito Greyhounds have taken control of the game, and it was all about the fact that the Memorial Mustang offense could not get some first downs, and they gave that explosive offense with Fabian Garcia three, and they scored on two.
Team going 3 rounds deep in the playoffs last year, looking like one of the strongest teams in the Valley. This impressive performance they put on here tonight. JP Garza with the carry up to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up second down.
So with less than 2 minutes here in the third quarter, what the Mustangs want to do, they want to finish by playing good football. Stay on the field for a little bit, get that offense back in sync, because district play begins next week.
And here is the quarterback, Coy, run this one forward up to about the 40-yard line. They'll bring up third down and 5. Mustangs 1 for 8 on third down. Down to the last minute 15 of the third quarter. Split backfield behind Coy, and he's going to give this on a sweep right to Garza. And Garza able to get up modest yardage up to about the 44. He'll be a yard short of the first down.
And with the Mustangs down 20 points, and they've gone for fourth down on several occasions. One, they stopped it because of a penalty, but you bet that Coach Moses Patterson will be going for it.
Yeah, they went for a 4th and 2 on the previous drive. This is a 4th and 1, almost the same spot as before. Greyhounds are going to crowd the line of scrimmage. They're going to be a toss trying to get outside. This Alaman cuts in and crosses the 45 to the 46, and it'll be a first down. Gain of 2 on fourth down.
And there's a good job, a good blocking on the left side, and Alaman, even though he lost his balance, he did fumble the ball. But
you see the ball come out there late.
I don't know if it was already down by contact.
Recovered there by Ezekiel Osuna. We've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. And at the end of 3, it was all Greyhounds in that third quarter with 2 touchdowns, and they now lead 33-13 as we head to the fourth. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Rogusport is proud to sponsor tonight's game and honor student athletes pursuing excellence on and off the field. Enjoy the drive.
All right, we're back. We see the Mustang cheerleaders. They've competed at the state and national stages. And here, first play of the fourth quarter, handoff, and the Mustangs have a first down and more as they get into Greyhound territory. And I believe this is Alaman on the carry. Indeed it is.
Hard running by Alaman. It doesn't matter that the Mustangs are down by 20 points. Alaman trying to do everything he can to get the Mustangs back into this game.
First down, 12-yard run there by Alaman. Mustangs up to 147 yards rushing in this game. They've been hurt by several big negative plays. One on a on a errant snap off a punt attempt, and they had the lost 18 yards on an intentional grounding call. First minute of the fourth quarter, going to fake the reverse, being chased by Robinson. They'll throw this over the middle, and it's caught at the 35-yard line. A catch there made by Caden Keller, the senior receiver.
Caden Keller.
First completed pass of the game here for the Mustangs. That's good for 7 yards.
Caden Keller's a big target. He's like 6'4". Also a member of the basketball team.
Second down and 3 now. Coy's going to toss this, and this is Garza running to the right side, has the first down to about the 30-yard line. And pick up a 5.
And that's 3 consecutive first downs for the Mustang offense.
Actually going to give him credit to the 29-yard line.
That gives the Mustang a little confidence. They did move the ball in the first half, but let's see if they can get first down number 4 on this drive.
McCoy under center, 2 men behind him. He's going to hand off Alaman. Breaks 1 tackle and squirts through to the 26-yard line and a gain of 3.
That was a quick handoff that worked in the first half.
At the Greyhound 26. Mustangs down by 3 scores here. 9.5 to play. Clock is running here in the fourth quarter. Lining up, Keller will line up wide to the left side. And they've got a wing on the right. 2 men in the backfield. Garza and Alaman behind Coy.
Timeout. San Benito, their first timeout of the half.
San Benito calls timeout. That's their first timeout in this half. Mustangs facing a 2nd and 7 right now. Gives us a chance to check out the Mustangs schedule. And you can see after tonight, they doesn't get any easier, does it, Mario?
Oh, man. You're talking San Benito, I think, was like the 2nd-ranked team in the Valley, and I think Edinburgh Vella's number 3.
Yeah, Edinburgh Vella, the opponent, lurking next week for the Mustangs. It'll be a week from tonight. It'll be right here at DQ Fan Field. We'll have that game here for you. The Vella Sabercats taking on the Mustangs. And then the Mustangs have La Jolla Palmview on the road. La Jolla Palmview winning last night. Then a bye week, and then it's the Nicky Rowe Warriors coming in on October the 6th. La Jolla Juarez Lincoln will be here on October the 12th, and then an away game against Fiesta A North, a team that went to the 4th round of the state playoffs last year. Homecoming will be on October 26th. They finish up with Mackay in early November. 2nd down and 7. Coy going to throw this toward the end zone. Man was open but couldn't quite hang on. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That was Goodson it was intended for.
But you know, that was a great call, a surprise call.
We'll see it again here. Excellent throw there, but just couldn't quite hang on to it. Mustangs with only 1 3rd down conversion this evening, facing a 3rd and 7 now. Probably 2 down territory at this point. They'll fake the toss. Here comes the blitz. And Coy now running for his life. Looked like he was maybe trying to throw there and just kind of lost control of the ball. Goes out of bounds.
Could be another penalty here. The officials are talking about it. I think what you need to do is throw the ball downfield out of bounds. That will prevent an intentional grounding call.
Yeah, attempted passes that fail to reach at least the line of scrimmage. You run that risk of this call right here.
Offense, number 6. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. It also includes a loss of down. It will be 4th down.
So a loss of 7 yards. and brings up 4th down. And Mustangs will go for it here. 9:04 showing here in the 4th quarter, and they're down 3 scores. And here's a pass to the left side, and this is going to be intercepted at the 20-yard line by San Benito. And the Greyhounds have their first turnover of the night, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The interception there by Domansky, the defensive back, Christian Domansky, but a flag is down.
Holding. Offense. Number 70. That penalty is declined. First down, San Benito.
First turnover of the night on the Mustangs. And San Benito will get the ball at their own 25 with 8:56 left in the game. See another look at it there. Pass was a little bit underthrown. Looked like it was intended for Keller. And Domansky with his interception.
It's hard for the Mustang offense to throw the ball when they're not used to it.
And here's Garza. A little spin move as he maintains his balance across the 30. Up to about the 32-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's not forget that quarterback for the Mustangs, King Coy, is a sophomore. And today is only his 3rd game really with varsity experience. And then you're playing against a real good team. It'll be a great learning experience for him. And then next week, another tough opponent. I don't expect to see Fabian Garcia for the rest of the game.
His night is probably done. 4 big scores tonight. 28 yards, 32 yards, 66 yards, and 31 yards.
Imagine what the Mustangs defense, how they're going to feel. They face Fabian Garcia today. And next week they go against Jace Polly, who ended up getting 300 yards yesterday.
For the SaberCats?
Yes, sir.
There's play action. Corona wants to throw over the middle, and this is caught in Mustang territory all the way down to about the 41-yard line. Second catch of the game there by Adam Cortez.
And you're looking at a 20-point lead for the Greyhounds. 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. This is not about running up the score. It's about practicing some plays. Practicing some plays during live action is so important. Plays that might be needed down the road when they play in their own district.
7.5. Clock is running. And the Greyhounds on the move. They're Mustang territory. First down at the Memorial 41. Handoff. Garza hit in the backfield and pushed back. Lotta was the first man there. Another Mustang involved was the sophomore lineman Javi Izaguirre.
Lotta's having a great defensive game, Mark. Just by his play today, he probably is going to earn first team all district because we keep calling his name. Look at him.
Several Mustangs in there on the play. And we see Lotta right there in the middle. Number 42 is a junior linebacker. Izaguirre on the left. Second down and 10 now for San Benito. And they're going to fake the handoff. Corona rolling out to his right. Is looking downfield. Nobody down there and is finally brought down. It's going to count as a sack, and Eric Guajardo with the tackle.
Eric Guajardo fended off the offensive tackle. And got in there real quickly before Corena had the opportunity to throw the ball. I guess you got to give credit to that sack, also to the safeties and cornerbacks, because they were doing a fantastic job of covering everyone.
We're past the halfway point of the 4th quarter. And I think a timeout about to be called here as the play clock still running at 2 seconds. And now they stop it.
Timeout. San Benito. Their second timeout of the half.
Greyhounds on top 33-13 after calling timeout, facing 3rd and 12 when we come back. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. 3rd down and 12 here for San Benito. Corona's going to hand this off, and it's going to be a short run there for Trevino. His first carry of the second half, and gets up to about the 40-yard line, a gain of 3. And it'll bring up 4th and 9. Greyhounds over 300 yards rushing for tonight, by the way, at 3:03 at the moment. Rest of the next games for these two teams, we saw Memorial. They'll be at Edward Bella to open up district play a week from tonight. Also a week from tonight, the Greyhounds continue on the road. They'll be playing in Mission at Tom Landry Stadium to take on the Veterans Memorial Patriots. Greyhounds out to punt. This would be their first punt of the night. They're going to aim for that coffin corner. Bounces inside the 15 and killed at the 5. Great execution there by the punt team. He's killed down there at the 5 by number 5, Peter Jackson.
Nicely done.
And the Mustangs will set up deep in their own end with 4:43 to go. Mustangs have 2 timeouts to work with. Entertaining game tonight, a lot of big plays. In fact, nothing but big plays. The shortest touchdown tonight, Mario, 28 yards.
Oh, wow.
On both sides. Mustangs 1st and 10. New quarterback in there. Give that name in a moment as they hand this off, and getting about 3. New quarterback is Blake Egan. It's a 165-pound junior.
And it's always good to give a backup quarterback some snaps because it is a long season and you never know when you're going to need your backup quarterback to come and perform.
Egan under center. Alamont still in there in the backfield. Egan looking to throw, maybe a delayed draw there as he takes off up the field up to about the 13-yard line. And that should be enough for a first down. I know it's going to be 2 yards shy. And there we see Egan right there. He got up to the 13. Needs the 16 actually for a first down.
It'll be a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Alamont in the backfield along with Jaden Solis here on 3rd and 3. Egan 3-step drops, going to throw this, and this is caught across the 20. It's a first down, and the Mustangs up to the 25-yard line, and a nifty catch there by Hugo Rodriguez.
Good job by Rodriguez, concentrating. He can put it right where it needs to go.
"12 yards on that pickup. And it's 1st and 10 at the 25. Clock is under 3 minutes to go, however. Egan's going to hand this off. And a pickup of about 5 there. And on that run was the sophomore running back, Solis.
Christian Garza in on the tackle. Solis on a 5-yard gain. This is where the young players that don't get a lot of playing time have an opportunity to show Coach Patterson that if they are needed, they are ready.
Very young Mustang team here. And here, Egan's going to run this after he's flushed out of the pocket across the 30 to about the 33. And it'll bring up third down and short.
That's a pretty good job by Egan. It looked like he was going to be sacked, and he took off.
You see on the replay there, the blitz came in from outside. That was the ever-present linebacker, Mr. Robinson once more.
Robinson is probably an all-district performer.
Yeah, had 9 sacks last year and 11 tackles for loss. Just a beast in the middle of that defense. Third down and 2. There's a toss right side, hit in the backfield, and San Benito is going to stop the Mustangs short here. That's Solis on the carry. And it's going to be up 4th down and 1 for the Mustangs. We'll see what they decide to do.
Well, it looked like a defender was there, but apparently he timed the snap perfectly. While the ball was being snapped, he came in.
And we're going to be down to the last minute of play by the time the Mustangs snap this. Oh, there's our next webcast. This will be next Thursday night. La Jolla Palmview comes into town, and they'll be taking on the Nicky Rowe Warriors.
District time, Mark?
Yeah, that'll be the district opener for both those teams. And that'll be a kickoff of 7 o'clock Central Time next Thursday, the 14th.
Timeout. McAllen
Memorial.
Memorial.
Anything on
Their
that
second
logo,
timeout
Mark?
of the half.
I don't want to replay, so I thought I'd let you know.
Very creative. We got a timeout here by the Mustangs. And we're going to do the fan cam now. Fourth down and 1. Mustangs elect to punt the football. They'll kick away from the intended return man, Hernandez. And the Mustangs will kill this with no return at the San Benito 37. Greyhounds will just need to snap it one time, and this game will be in the books.
I think that's a pretty important play, Mark. Even though it's just a punt, I think the Mustang punter is having problems, but that could give him a little confidence boost. You're doing okay. We need you. So you're fine. Get ready for the next game.
San Benito will improve to 3-0, and McAllen Memorial will fall to 2-1. I think their first loss of the season. And this game was all San Benito in the second half. As the Greyhounds outscored the Mustangs 14-0 in the second half to extend a 6-point halftime lead to a 20-point victory. They'll go into a victory formation here. They'll take a knee, and that will do it. Now we're going off the last 25 seconds. Teams will come onto the field to shake hands, wish each other luck in their respective district races. And as you saw, our next webcast will be next Thursday night. La Jolla Palmview taking on the Nicky Rowe Warriors. Some final totals here tonight. Fabian Garcia for San Benito, 4 touchdowns tonight. All of them of 28 yards or better as the Greyhounds pick up 303 yards rushing. And for Memorial, they had 2 touchdowns tonight from their backfield mates, JP Garza and Sebastian Aleman. And this game now officially in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Mark May for Mario Reyna and the rest of our award-winning McAllen ISD broadcast crew. We're saying so long from DQ Fan Field, where once again our final score, San Benito 33, McAllen Memorial 13. Good night from McAllen.